Yo, what is up, guys? It is the man in the can, Super Piggy Man here today with a review on Kenshi. So today we are going to be doing a review on Kenshi, and we're going to be talking about the great things that this game has and some of its downfalls. It has just been released about 11 days ago, 12 days, so like about 2 weeks, give or take. And we are going to be talking about the goodies, the baddies, everything. And I first want to start off by saying the gameplay I'm showing you guys right now is with a lot of mods. It's like over like 15 mods or something like that. So I do use a lot of mods because I don't really play vanilla that much because I've had the game for 2 years. So I think if I made a review on it, it would be kind of well informed. So I used to play the game when it was just the Holy Nation and the Shek Kingdom, and I don't think joining factions was a thing yet. And so when I got back into playing the game recently, maybe like a month or two ago, because I was playing it for a good hard year. If you guys check out the series I made on Let's Play, I might restart it. But I did have a lot of fun, and it was before they added the Great Desert area. Now, I didn't like how there wasn't that much interaction with your cities and stuff, and I think they really came through with the release on making interactions a lot better. Especially since it's a role-playing game, so you need the interactions or else it doesn't feel like a role-playing game. And then I also do love all the new starts that they added in. Obviously I always choose the original start, the one that the way the game's meant to be played, but everybody has their own different taste. Now, as for interactions with the world, I think they did a good job, because depending on where you set up your base, like say if you set up in the Holy Nation, you need humans only. Like if you go like, with the mixed race, humans and hives or humans and Shek, humans and skeletons, oh my god, the Holy Nation will hate you and they will even invade you. And if you guys don't believe me, when I first started this gameplay, because I live streamed this, I live streamed this like save on Twitch. If you guys want to check me out there, shameless plug. No, I'm just playing. But when I first started out, I did have a place near the hub, which is a faction which is a city controlled by a faction called Holy Nation Outlaws. And so I set up there, and Holy Nation comes and attacks me because I was a Shek, and they don't like Sheks. So Holy Nation's super racist, and it actually shows when you start up bases. Now, as for the aspect in city building, I think it's a pretty cool thing, because when you city build, it is one of the best things, because now you get to produce your own supplies. But you first obviously have to start off by buying the supplies and getting money for the supplies and all that. But I think it's a really good fit into the game to have your own city squad and then have your own bounty hunting squad, or just like mix it up and stuff. I know a lot of people make way stations and stuff like that. That's also good. But I do love the interactions with the world. Now, to the little things that make this game better is how you can do anything you want pretty much right from the start. There's like no direct pointer in which way you should go, which I feel like a lot of games that are RPG open world limit you because you have to take certain pathways. This game, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. You can just be running around the map, like, picking fights and doing all that stuff, or you can just live in a city, just live in the bar and starve to death. You can go out and be a bandit leader. You can go out and help a faction defeat another faction. There is a lot of things you can do, and I feel like you're not limited by the choices you make, because you can always go to a pacifier, which is something cool they added recently. It wasn't in the game for the longest, because I remember when they added it and I thought it was pretty nifty, but it is one of the best places, or one of the best things to do, because you can join a faction, shift the sides of the war, and then you're like, oh wait, no, I wanted to be in this other faction, and then you just go to where the pacifier is, you make your relations back to neutral, and that's the done deal. And I feel like that is a really good aspect of the game that they have, where your choices aren't limited. You have like an unlimited choice, pretty much, of choices, if you guys know what I'm saying. Now, as for the other thing that I like about this game, I think it's character development. And now, I feel like a lot of games don't get this right. I feel like there's only certain games that do get this right. But I do love that when you start out, depending on which start you start as, because there's a bunch of different starts that affect your stats in a bunch of different ways. But if you start the way the game is supposed to be played, everything starts with a big fat 0, including your strength, everything. And I like how you have to work everything up, and I love how you work up strength, dexterity, and toughness. Those are the 3 skills that I love how the game incorporated how you work up. Like, sometimes you have to fight encumbered, and that means hiring someone that's better than you're hiring a couple mercenaries and fighting and getting knocked out, a bunch of times to build up your strength, to build up your dexterity, to build up your toughness. It's a good way of keeping the game entertaining, because now you have to do it with all your new troops, and it's just fun. It's fun. You get to do the same experience over again, but it's a new experience because you're at a different place, different time. Now, as for anything that's bad, I feel like the only downside to Kenshi right now is the long load times. I wish they would fix this. It has gotten a lot better though, because I remember back like a couple of updates ago, it was horrible. Like, I have my settings pretty like halfway maxed out and stuff because my computer can handle it, but it just, loading takes forever sometimes, and sometimes my game crashes when it loads, and it's probably because of all the mods I have or something, so it's probably just happening to me because of that. But I do think that, load times do have to be fixed, and I feel like they should make mods more compatible, is what I'm trying to say. As for another downfall of the game, I don't really think there is any other ones other than some minor things, but I think mostly all their problems have been fixed. Now, if I was to give this game a rating out of 10, I would give it a 9 out of 10, because I still feel like they're missing a couple of things. Like, sometimes you'll step into like, a little bit too close and the game will glitch out, and then NPCs will start attacking you and stuff like that. And I don't like that part of the game. And then there's sometimes where your game crashes and then you can't recover the save, so then you can't do anything. So there are some parts of this game that's iffy, but honestly, the game is really good, well-rounded, good game for open world. Now, if you guys do want to see a top 5 mod series and stuff like that, and tips for beginners and stuff, I can make a video like that. Just leave it down in the comment section. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, do all that nice stuff, and peace.